Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode we finished our war for whichever subholding it was that we needed to conquer, somewhere in here. I forget where, but either way we conquered it. But unfortunately we haven't been able to kill the Aztec Emperor again yet. He is in hiding, which is making it difficult to get that done. But our vassals are in the process of conquering one county from him, which will just leave us with the single subholding that he has whenever we can declare war on him again. It's this one in here. But in the meantime, we have declared war on Swabia for some of these counties. My vassals have been busy conquering land in here, so I decided we might as well neaten up the borders a bit by conquering this. Who did have that? I guess Italia, Annonaria, and Ravenna mostly have been doing that. That's fine. So we invited a claimant, landed him with a domain county and pressed his claim, which, as it turns out, was completely unnecessary because I could have just declared a religious reconquest without any of that messing around, but I guess the result is going to be the same either way, so it doesn't matter too much. I tried to sit up in bed, but someone is holding me down. It's the burly armsman with the trustworthy face I promoted to the guard last week. There is a skinny little fellow with him grinning viciously as he produces a dagger and stabs me. Screaming and thrashing about, I manage to kick the guard in the groin and break free. I punch the other one in the nose and rush from the room, trailing blood. Well, I don't like this at all. Under torture, the two men admitted that the despot of Konya hired them. So we've been wounded in this assassination attempt. Well, this can't stand, obviously. He is ambitious and a master schemer, so I guess perhaps we should have seen this coming. I'm assuming this means we have cause to imprison him. I guess the reason that we have to imprison him is the fact that he wants to see his wife dead. And not because he hired men to attack us while we slept. But either way, I guess we'll try to imprison him. We won't be able to because of our relative state intrigue, but we should be able to beat him when he rebels against us. I mean, we have to do this. We can't just allow him to get away with that kind of thing. So to arms we go. Let's see then. We should be able to raise the army from Morea nearby, though they're not going to be that powerful. We should be able to get more than enough troops together from the general area. We could raise our domain troops, but I'd kind of rather not spend the money to do that. He has troops over here as well. Alright, let's raise some armies in this area to go and fight that. How many do we have here? 11,000 is not quite as many as I would like. I guess we've raised you already. There's 7,000 should make this a bit better. We'll have you guys meet up over here. Alright, he's raised an army down here as well. We'll just raise Italy's army to take care of that. Goodness gracious, who cut the cheese, I exclaim. Listen, we have bigger problems right now. I did, a servant admits. I tell him, next time make sure you cut it into smaller pieces, alright? It's difficult eating cheese if it's in giant pieces like this. Yes, Emperor Himerius, so we gain 1 prestige. I see what you did there. Still though, we do have bigger problems. Okay. So I think we'll just go and attack this army as soon as possible to make sure it doesn't escape here. We're both at low morale, so it should be a relatively even battle. We're not catching him as is, but if we do this first, should be able to catch him that way. Alright, our armies are sieging those counties. We'll just leave them alone. They're probably fine there. This army of 9,000 is marching northwards. So perhaps we should have you all meet up a little bit further away for safety's sake. Looks like they're just marching up the coast anyway and not actually trying to engage me. Okay, looks like we're going to catch them there. Probably should put some commanders in charge here. When I introduced my friend to my brother Justinos, I had high hopes. I hoped they would become fast friends so we could spend time together, the three of us. Oh, he didn't like her. Okay. So maybe he is trying to catch this army. Well, we'll just disband this 3,000, I suppose. Right, we won this battle. We can stay here in siege, maybe? Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. That's fine. We almost have our large army gathered together here. Unfortunately, we're over the supply limit. Let's get half of you out of there as soon as possible. And you go somewhere else quicker. Apparently not. Let's hope we don't lose too many men to attrition there. Okay, that despot is happier. It looks like we're actually going to need considerably more troops than we have here. And we are losing ticking war score because he's controlling all of his holdings, so we need to get in there and siege pretty quickly. Alright, let's transport some troops over from Iberia, maybe, since they haven't been involved in anything recently. Let's see, we can raise Lusitania over here, so we'll do that. And I guess we'll get Castile as well. And we'll land them separately so we don't take any undue attrition. I'm hoping we actually arrive here after that battle ends, and we are going to... Unfortunately, we're not going to catch the largest part of the army here, so maybe we'll just head up here and try to come around that way. Oh no, our wife has died. Of poor health. Well, I mean, she had... How many children is this? 13 or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? That was close. She had that many children by the age of 38, so I guess it's not too surprising if her health was not the best. Though she was strong. She maybe should have been able to survive. But anyway, our nephew needs to be educated by somebody else. And we need to get remarried, I suppose. Let's see if we can find a genius to marry. Not that it matters too much, I think, at this point. Well, at least not for the purposes of having children, I guess for the stat bonuses. It is worth it. So we'll wait for the Iberian armies to get over here before we move anywhere there. The Aztecs meet with defeat. Do they? Do they not have the holding? Oh, I guess it's held by somebody else now. So our vassal won this war. And the great Aztec war host that crossed the ocean in their mad bid to conquer all of creation has been thrown back into the sea. Their colonies have been lost and their armies vanquished. The pitiful remnants of their invasion force has set sail back towards their homeland of Kemanawak to lick their wounds and inform the Aztec emperor of their defeat. There may come a time when their own shores are visited by fleets from the old world, and when that happens, the debt they have incurred with their former victims will no doubt be collected in full, with interest. There shall be a reckoning. We might have to wait for a different game for that to happen. But that does just leave this single subholding here, and since it's not the Aztecs anymore, we should be able to just maybe offer him vassalization or declare war on him as soon as we are out of our current wars, or maybe France or somebody else will take care of that for us. But also we should be down to only a single holding left. Oh no, of course we are way back on tier 1 now because we have this guy rebelling against us. Well, we'll check it when we're done with this war, I suppose. Okay, we are married again. Lost a siege over here, okay. But our peasant revolt has ended. Let's just take a quick look at the war against Swabia. No enemy armies of note. So that's fine. So let's see, basically all of these, well, some of these counties are mountains or hills, so let's start advancing some troops in this general direction, and hopefully since he has so many troops here, he'll be tempted to attack me in the mountains and we can reinforce a battle there. Fortunately, going over the supply limit slightly in some of these counties I think will be okay though. Actually, it looks like he's just headed for the capital. Maybe. Let's actually not go to that county. Since it's desert, we need to get one of these guys out of here though. We're going to take some attrition, unfortunately. The Despot of Sardinia seeks to fabricate a claim on the Roman Empire. Absolutely not. Stop doing that right now. Oh, it looks like he was about to try and attack my army in here, but has changed his mind about it. Okay. And our daughter needs to be educated. Ooh, she has a weak claim on the Mongol Empire. I suspect because of the nomad succession laws, though, we're never going to be able to press that, since there'll always be an adult male in charge. Well, we can't see now anyway. Let's have a look here. Yeah, our only CB is make tributary. Oh well. We'll just get her educated with somebody. Alright, let's have you come up here. And it looks like he's sending 23,000 into this county. At least it looks like that county. We'll be able to check once the autosave ends. And the other 15k also on the way in there. I think we will allow this battle to happen. Get our best commanders in charge here. Now, we only have 22k that we can reinforce with from an adjacent county. But hopefully that should be enough, even if he sends all of these in. So we'll allow battle to start, and the other armies to be committed. And then we'll send our reinforcements. In fact, if we have an organizer, I'd like to put him in charge here. It doesn't look like we do, unfortunately. That's okay. Alright, let's see how this battle goes. Well, we are starting out pretty well, despite our disadvantage in numbers. It'll be a little while before our main group of reinforcements arrives. We're at least holding our own for the moment. You're going to be there on the 31st, you're going to be there on the 28th. Hopefully you don't take attrition before you get there. Looks like we have defensive choke points in every flank, and our reinforcements have arrived, so pretty sure this is going to be a victory at this point, especially with those other reinforcements. You were wondering why your courtiers were giving you strange looks today. One of your servants pointed out you had a large, noticeable chunk of food wedged between your front teeth. No wonder you must have looked ridiculous. Time to get my toothpick. Okay, but this battle, though, is probably more important than that. This battle was worth 0% war score, apparently. Okay. And we are still attempting to kill the Aztec Emperor who has gone back across the Atlantic. So we can probably just cancel this, but I think our plot that just started there is at least going to go through. Alright, let's try to spread out these troops so we don't take attrition here if possible. And we are going to have to start sieging something, though I guess we're in the middle of a siege over here, so that is going to invalidate the ticking war score. As soon as that finishes, we did actually engage this army over here without any leaders in charge, unfortunately, but it looks like we're going to win anyway. We had a niece born, okay. And we have a dangerous faction. Independence at 70%. I guess France is the problem again. He's at 100%, so he really shouldn't be in here. If we can get this faction to disband and reform, he should stay out, I think. We'll give this guy some titles and stuff, see if that does it. I guess we will actually pursue this army here. Okay, we won that battle. So that apparently was worth some war score. Unlike the extremely large battle that we had over here. Alright, so our numbers here should give us victory pretty easily. And I think we'll have pretty much destroyed his army at this point. Alright, 11% from that one. My prisoner is complaining. We'll let her rot. So he's down to 12,000 troops, of which about 2,500 are here. We'll go and try and fight them. There's another 1,000 over there. We have a son who also needs to be educated. Sure, we'll give him to Ravenna. Our faction is no longer dangerous. It looks like France did get out. So that is good. Alright, so we won another battle. We're up to 6%. I think getting a white piece here is going to be just as good. No, actually we only imprison him if we enforce demand, so we do have to get him to 100%. That's fine, we can do that. We're gonna pick up over 20% once we finish the siege here anyway. Meanwhile, over in Swabia, our sieges are going just fine. We should be able to win that one in due course as well. Oh, and our Despot of Britannia is declaring a de jure war on somebody, which is good. We won't have much left to conquer in Britannia once we get the Imperial Reconquest CBs up there. But that's okay. And we need another guardian for our son. Corinthia will do. And we had another son come of age. Turned into a fairly decent character, I suppose. Chariot races are scheduled to be held soon at the Hippodrome. 8 charioteers from the traditional blue and green teams will be competing for glory on the track. You may choose to throw your weight behind one of these factions and bet on them in a show of support. I forgot which team we were backing before. I think it was the Greens? The old wound has finally healed, leaving a pretty grotesque scar behind. Okay, so we're probably not going to die anytime soon. Which is good. We are just about out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. We'll continue fighting against our traitorous vassal in the next episode, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.